All boarded up from people breaking in. They're definitely still on because they have red lights still on it, so they got power. Oh, holy crap, these bugs are non-stop up here.
Still hot, but you gotta ball up. Which sucks, because you can't breathe in this bag, and then you can hear the mosquitoes humming outside of it. It's rough.
Well, this is not a very big tarp, but at least we were out of the elements. Well, howdy doody guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Wow, what the was that? See this building over here? This is an abandoned museum. It kind of sits out in the middle of nowhere, but we are next to a construction site and a very frequented bike trail. So the goal here, we're gonna try to figure out how to stealth camp this or something. We'll see what happens. There is a baseball field down yonder, and there might be people camped out on the other side, I don't know. But they don't have no camping signs and no trespassing signs, so let's wing it and see what we can make happen. We're gonna throw the drone up, try to get a sky view of what's going on over here. They do have the windows boarded up. We're not gonna be doing no B&Es or anything like that. And maybe the drone will help us see if there's somebody else on the other side. We'll walk over there here in a little bit. We're just kind of hanging out on these picnic tables, trying to be nonchalant. I just rode the old pedal bike across town. We don't have any more e-bikes, so time to shed a few pounds. Anyway, enough yammering. Throw the drone up, see what happens. All right, well, I'm definitely not gonna leave my bike sitting out and around because things tend to disappear. Let's go check it out. They do maintain the landscape, but there used to be cameras up and everything, but there's not anymore. I really don't know. I forgot what this place was called. I almost want to say a nature center. Trail center. Pacific Ocean miles and timeline. All boarded up from people breaking in. I don't know exactly where we're gonna try to camp. We're gonna try to be discreet, but oh, check it out. All these blocks got different names and stuff. Old Native American like tribes and stuff. Chinook Nation. Interesting. Anyway, let's try to make our way to the back side of the building here. This out here is kind of in the open, and if there's a chance for anybody to be out here, it's going to be back there. When I actually found this place, these doors were off. Yeah, look, they put new bolts in here. Holy crap, is that some sort of motor? Or maybe they're back there taking stuff out. I don't know. People were camped out here at one point. Not seeing anybody. Maybe I shouldn't leave my bike right there. Yeah, let's tuck it against the wall here. Alright, looks like we got a nature's ladder to get up on this wall, take a peek. Trying to be discreet, but I guess I'm not that good at it. I'm the worst stealth camp ever. I didn't bring a tent or anything like that. They're definitely getting ready to tear this down. But I mean, easy access onto the roof. There's no signs. I really don't want to make my way out to the front. to get seen. I don't know if those cameras on the roof work or not, but I think there's cameras on the roof. Ah! Stay low. Ah. We'll see what happens. We waited till late in the afternoon to get out here because there's a construction site and less people to be around the area, but I don't know. See what happens. Let's get down from here before we get ourselves in a pickle. Kind of have to wait till dark. Parkour. Old sign has been shot with something. Surveillance cameras in use. Yeah, there's cameras right at the door. Don't know if they operate or not. That's pretty cool. Peachy. Oh boy, what are we doing? Should have kept my shades on. Anyway, let's go out front and sit at the picnic table for a little bit. See if we stirred up any activity by climbing around here. We might get booted. Who knows? Find out if the cops roll up. Did I mention the heat index is at 105 today with like 90% humidity? Woof. Anyway, I brought a frickin' little Body Armor Rapid Rehydration drink, and I do have a little bit of water. I brought a backpack meal for dinner. We got about 2 hours of daylight left. I don't really know what the heck we're doing here. I'm not good at these stealth camps. I'm not sure if those cameras work up top. But we looked inside square at the camera, so we are on the radar, I guess. But we're not doing nothing wrong. There's no signs that say no trespassing or no camping. See what happens. I think what we'll try to do is stash the bike in the weeds and try to get on top of the roof for the night. I think that'd be the safest place. But we'll see what happens. Anyway. Just winging it. Honestly, I think this is actually our first ever actual attempt at an actual stealth camp. Never gonna learn if you don't try. Never gonna go to jail if you don't commit crime either. But well, just down yonder, they got these Loops and Clark. What the heck? Those are some nice seats. Interesting. Got like little maple leaf designs in them. Going to fishy. Interesting. Trying to be productive. It's not going well. Alright, well, just sitting here, I'm getting mauled by mosquitoes, and I'm sweating really bad. I will say though, on some people's stealth camps, they're like, hey, we're stealth camping at a fast food restaurant. Grab their gear or whatever, they walk straight past it, 200 yards into freaking the weeds, and they're like, we're stealth camping at Runza, or whatever. The only person that I ever camped like right next to it, I think, was Steve Wallace, that I've seen. I'm sure there's other crazier ones, but I have a hard time watching other channels. Anyway, we're still sitting here. The sun is slowly lowering down. I'm gonna go play sneaky deaky. Oh, didn't know you're supposed to drive cars down the bike trail. He just came cruising right by us right here. Interesting. Alright, well I got a wild idea. Let's fly this drone up to that camera up top, if I could do it, and see if it's if we could see if it's actually still there. All the other ones around the building have been removed, so see what happens. Now, at least if it gets stuck up there, we can easily retrieve it. Yep, looks like they're still intact. Oh man, that's funny. Oh boy. Well, you better be careful on the roof, huh? Good thing about selling your friends the e-bikes that you get from this channel is they can meet you anywhere. My buddy might stop and bring a couple brewskis, and then maybe we'll have enough courage to get up here and wing it. Kind of second guessing myself, but we'll see what happens. Special delivery. Well, darkness is upon us, and these mosquitoes are terrible. Hopefully they're not that bad on the roof. They do have power to this building because there's a light on in there I can see. But make our way up. Alright, let's go stash this friggin' bike in these weeds. I think we should be alright. These mosquitoes are intense. Good enough for me. Up, up, and away. And maybe down here. Oh. I don't know. Hopefully the mosquitoes are not as bad up here. They were kicking our butts down there. Holy crap. Buddy was like, I gotta go, dude. This is nuts. All them Bill Gates bugs. I mean, honestly, I don't know where the heck we're gonna sleep. Probably just on top of these rocks. I did bring a sleeping pad. Sit back, relax, and see where the night takes us. Hopefully the bugs ain't that bad up here, because that was freaking intense. That was terrible. I was fighting them off left and right. We got our food laid out, ready to rumble. But I feel like we need to explore a little bit. I don't want to go past the cameras, even though my buddy said they've seen people up here and all that stuff, and I'm worried about the freaking light, honestly. But I feel like sitting here ain't doing it justice. I feel like we need to go explore. They got all these rocks up here holding down the tarp. I'm assuming it leaked like crazy, because I wouldn't imagine that's how you would install something like that. But mosquitoes aren't as bad, but they're up here. Anyway, do we go dare explore? I didn't even bring a chest mount, but I think we gotta do it. I'm gonna try to stay low because we got this big wall right here. Well, it's not very big. It's about almost 4 feet probably, but I know somebody's gonna see this light. I don't see anybody else's light. heck is that? There's the glove. Let me see, what is this? Those wires are still connected. And I'm pretty sure they lead to the camera up here. If we could stand up here. We're not going up here. You can tell somebody broke the glass. What the heck is this? The motion camera light that's been busted off. Peachy. Alright, the cameras are just above here. And they're definitely still on because they have red lights still on it, so they got power. I'm gonna try to avoid that. This light ain't helping, but yeah. Way to be discreet. What the heck that was? Looked like somebody kind of stabbed that thing. I feel like we need to explore. It's kind of got a red hue to it. It looks like it's facing something. Maybe we should probably sit still. We're not being very stealth, are we? Man, those cameras having those red lights on. I mean, they're running. Anybody who knows anything about cameras, they're running. And to get up over there, around this bush, this 1980s thick bush, the camera's over there. And it's got to be picking up the dang light. I mean, there's one hanging off that side and the one, I don't know. Do I sit down and I shut up? Or do I what? How do I stealth camp? I don't know. Only light that works around this whole building. I guess there's one here. And then there's one off there in the weeds. But I feel a humming from my feet right here. So obviously there's power and everything is running in here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Something's definitely humming. I don't know what I'm doing. Is this a bad idea? I don't know. Sneaking around up here. I think we're just gonna lay the sleep pad across the rocks and hopefully it doesn't pop. We got a slight breeze, but the mosquitoes are up here. Well, here we go. Cowboy camping under the stars. Dude, holy crap. I have to keep my back to the wall and not move. The mosquitoes are not normal. I don't know what the heck it is. You can feel them walk across you. And then I turned the light on one. It was this big ol' freaking like black with white spots mosquito. The thing had a sword for a beak. I'm glad he didn't get me. I felt him walking across my hand. That was insane. And he was massive. He was about almost a quarter. Freaking out now. The whole reason of coming out and doing these stealth camps, because in the woods right now, the bugs are so bad, the ticks are so bad, and I thought this would be a great alternative. Something just tried to fly in my dang mouth. Yeah, great alternative. Oh, holy crap, these bugs are non-stop up here. I thought it was bad down on the grass. It's just as bad up here. These things have IP addresses. These mosquitoes are insane up here. They're a lot bigger. Whatever. Things we do. Anyway, let's try to figure out some din-din, huh? Chili mac. Yeah, let's get all that BPA up in there. Man, holy crap. You would think with no vegetation or anything on top of this roof, it wouldn't be so bad. Oh my god. Seems like dragonflies. Alright, we gotta shut this light off. This is insane. Oh my god. These things are so crazy. They're trying to suck rubber. Get out of here. This light is terrible. This concoction didn't turn out too bad, but it calls for 350 milliliters of water. I think that's a little too much. Could probably use some buttered bread, but for a backpack meal, not bad. Anyway, we're gonna sit back, relax, and take this nonsense to Pound Town and see what happens. This is intense. These mosquitoes are freaking gnarly. I thought this would be a good idea. Probably not. Cheers. Holy crap, I have to keep moving around. I can't sit in one spot and eat. I'm getting mauled. This is crazy. If I look real pasty white come morning, it's because the mosquitoes suck me dry. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely brutal. You can't sleep for more than like 30 minutes at a time, tucked under the sleeping bag. It gets so hot in there. And then as soon as you get out, the bugs nail you. It's ridiculous. And I keep seeing flashing in the sky. And I think there's a percentage of rain coming, possibly. So that's peachy. Anyway, see what happens. Somebody's riding right out front of this building. And it's 3 in the morning. Well, starting to get some raindrops. This has got to be the worst sleep in the history of sleeps. Oh, it's about 4:30 in the morning. As soon as you poke any little bit of skin out, these bugs are on you. The wind's picking up, the storm's blowing in. It's only supposed to be like a 30% chance, but it's definitely raining. Well, sprinkling. I did bring a little tarp if I need to. But these bugs are terrible. Oh my god. I bet you on that night lapse all you see is me just flipping over, flipping. Oh, this is rough. I thought this was gonna be a nice time. Embrace the suck. But when they're sucking the life out of you, hard to embrace it. And it's still hot, but you gotta ball up. Which sucks, because you can't breathe in this bag, and then you can hear the mosquitoes humming outside of it. It's rough. Peachy. Well, I got a little bit of water left. And for breakfast, ain't gonna be nothing too crazy. It's got like a fig bar. So, once the sun starts coming up, I don't think we want to be farting around up here, so we can get out of here. The construction site's going to come alive too, so we'll see. I think we've got about an hour before the sun starts to peek up, maybe, if that. That's not a good sleep. Yeah! Well, the wind's really picked up, blowing in the storm, and we're actually able to keep our arms and stuff out a little bit. The sleeping bag without getting mauled. I guess sticking it out through the socket got a little better because this is kind of nice now. Peaceful. Anyway, we ride at dawn.
Well, according to the radar, we should just get lucky enough not to get pounded. Peachy. Alright, well, it's starting to rain a little bit. I don't know if it's going to stick around. Set up the tarp? Do I not set up the tarp? The sun is getting ready to start peeking out. But raindrops are falling on my head. Alright, well it ain't much, but at least we got somewhere to tuck out of the rain here. Just in case. As I said, I wasn't supposed to get too crazy, but according to the Weather Channel, we might get a little bit of heavy rainfall. So we'll see. I did bring some coffee. I do have a little bit of water left. I think I'm going to turn it into coffee. You can barely see it. We got cars coming in down here. I think they're heading to that construction site. Once we get daybreak here, trying to avoid turning this light on, drawing attention to ourselves, but that's pretty far away. Anyway, here's a little breakfast bar. And now I'm gonna whip up some coffee because I could use a little pep in me step. Pretty cool just sitting back, light drizzle, watching all the lightning. Pretty magical little experience. Officially out of water. It's not gonna be much of a coffee, but tell you what, since the wind's not so crazy, the mosquitoes are coming back, and they are insane. Well, this is not a very big tarp, but at least we were out of the elements, and hopefully it holds up. Good stuff. Yeah. As long as we just keep the mosquitoes away, that'd be nice. See what happens. I have a feeling the wind's gonna. I got some of the center blocks holding the top of the tarp on. I think the wind's gonna blow it off, but we'll see. We get lucky. A little coffee concoction, pure cane sugar, and just some like instant coffee. I used to put powdered milk in it, but I think the longer you let the powdered milk sit, it doesn't start to break down. So yeah, stop doing that. Unless you make a fresh batch, I guess then it's probably fine. This is all we got for a little area to keep us dry. Oh man. I guess this sucks though. If this starts whipping out water out of here, we're gonna get wet right here. Kind of a bad spot to post up. Whatever. I would be absolutely soaked if I did decide to try to pedal out of here. So I guess all we can do is really just ride it out. They are starting to show up over there. That construction site's filling up. So, I mean, but we come down on the back end, away from them, should be alright. I'm getting scared. Help! Needed to wash my sleeping pad anyway. The water's kind of pooling up through the string. So I'm just going to let the string run down into my water bottle and fill it up. Cool beans. Probably going to taste a little funky off the tarp, but whatever. Something's better than nothing. Adapt and overcome. The water's starting to come out of this drain. Oh, it keeps getting better. I think we're gonna call it and get off of here.
think there's a little break in between. We might be able to make a jet for it. Because we are kind of sticking out like a sore thumb up here now. I was sweating like crazy on this, otherwise I would take the water that was captured on here and drink that too, but ew. At least we didn't pop our pad either. They got trucks going like crazy over there, hauling dirt in and out. You can kind of see the tarp flapping. So, hey, we didn't get a bad amount of water out of that. Yep, tastes like a tarp. Keep our tarp easily accessible just in case we start getting dumped on. This thing will cover us and the backpack, so that's a plus. Alright, let's beat feet. Not seeing anybody. Stay low. And go. Hope we don't slip and fall. Parkour. All right, now to go get our soggy bicycle. Gonna have a wet butt after this one. Well, holy smokes. That was a fun little time. Not too bad for our first ever really kind of stealth camp out on this turd muffin. Anyway, thanks for coming along for the goofy shenanigans, guys. I'm gonna friggin' focus. I'm trying to get out of here. Well, I still can. It's really dark down yonder. And hopefully we don't get nailed by any of that. There's bullets right here. That's interesting. Never know. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming along for the goofy shenanigans. Get out there, have a good old time, make every day great exploring Earth. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Oh man, I hope we can beat that. Probably got about 150 mosquito bites. That's all right. We're alive for about 6 months. Then the disease sets in. Where you going, little buddy? Please don't be anybody coming. Oh man, that would have sucked. One-handed filming with a GoPro, front flip, lose some teeth. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Have a good day.